Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Now, it's not obvious what my channel is yet. I have not figured that out yet, but that's normal and that's fine. Today we're going to be discussing, I don't know if that's the mic that's working or the computer's mic, but we're just gonna improvise with it, okay? I need to go in a few minutes, so let's just roll with this. Today I'm going to be talking about manifestation. And one method and specifically how I manifest. So you probably have seen that in the media nowadays. It's all spiritual connected things are very popular. They became mainstream this this past 2 years, especially astrology and things like that have become especially common and talked about. Manifestation is kind of like the secret of billionaires, and this, that's how it's kind of marketed now. That's like, oh, the forbidden secret of most successful people on earth. That's why people want to investigate that more and get a bit into that, because if you can actually create your own reality, why not do it? You know what I mean? So yeah, this is my coffee. If you wonder how I like my coffee as a barista, it's cappuccino with almond milk and a lot of foam. I love foam. No sugar because I like the taste of the coffee. Anyway, I usually manifest with one method or either two methods that are like practical, and most of the time, most of the manifestation is just happening in my mind. I'm gonna explain a bit what that means. So first of all, you have the write down your manifestation methods, right? There's the 333 method that I'm going to be talking about today, and there's the 369 method, which I'm also going to be discussing. So the 333 method is when you write down 33 times for a span of 3 days your manifestation, in a sense of like first person. So it sounds like you already have it. Like, I manifested like this apartment that I'm living in. I'm living here with my roommate. Yeah, so against all odds, we came to live here. And when I manifested this apartment, what I said was, I am so grateful for for my apartment on street. It's very specific. I had in mind the apartment that I am manifesting specifically. It doesn't have to be a specific thing. Usually, you can just let the universe decide for you what will be the best thing for you if you yourself don't know yet. That's perfectly fine. That's even better because you can't make the mistake of like, yo, I want this specific thing and I know it's good for me when it's actually not. So, giving yourself to the universe can be good sometimes too. So basically, you're saying, I'm so grateful for having this, whether that would be money that you want to manifest. I'm so grateful for having a fat bank account. I'm so grateful for having a husband. I'm so grateful for having friends, all of for succeeding in the test that I need to do, in like something, place yourself already in that position where you either are succeeding right now in doing that thing or you already have it. Okay? So when you write down for 3 days, I would kind of recommend writing down, like starting to write down at like 3 or like 6, 9, or like it could be any hour, but like half past that hour or something like that. Not that you have to, but it's just gonna make it more magical, I guess. Because the more synchronicities, the bigger the portal that you are going to create, that's gonna send you to your manifestations. So, you write down 33 times. Let's say It's 3 now, the hour. You write down, I'm so grateful for having this apartment, right? You do it for 3 days, and you let go. What's letting go? We can talk about that a bit more after the other method, which letting go is almost the most important thing, most important step of the manifestation. The second method, how I just described it so strongly and I just like flew over it. So the next method is the 369 method, which is definitely my favorite one, other than just like visualizing. I'm sorry, the lighting is just so weird. I'm so sorry. But yeah, the 369 method is you write what you want 3 times. But like I said, in a sense that you already have it. You can say, my husband, my work in high tech, something like that, my job at high tech or something like that. You already have it. I'm so grateful for, sorry. I'm so grateful for, I would say, like I did that with the apartment too. So I would say with the apartment. So first of all, actually, that was my first manifestation ever, this apartment. This is how I got into manifestation. More on that story, if you would like to hear more of that story. Sorry. I would tell it one day. You don't have to tell me. I would anyway. So, 3 times you write kind of like what you wrote 33 times, but it's just like a shorter, more effective way of doing it because it creates more emotion. So you're right, 3 times. I'm so grateful for this apartment in street, okay? And then you write how exactly it happened, okay? I got the phone call from the landlord and he said blah 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 blah. You know, he handed me the key or I opened the door with the key, like describe 6 times the way. It doesn't have to be short, it can be long, when whatever evokes the most emotions, the highest level of emotions. When you vibrate in the emotion that you already like have what you want, spiritually you already have it, and you will also feel kind of like the abundance of like, yo, I'm not stressed about this anymore, like I feel like I would have it, you know. So write down 6 times how you would get that thing, how you see yourself getting that thing. Visualizing, maybe putting on some frequency music in the background could help. So you write 9 times after that, like a scene that makes you feel. How can I explain this? You write a scenario or like a sentence that makes you feel like you are already in your manifestation. If you are trying to manifest money, like think about what is the thing you want to do most with that money, or you need to do most with that money, and write that down. Like going on vacation in like the most wanted place like you wanted to go to as a kid. Let's say Finland, okay? You always wanted to go to Finland. Say, I'm in Finland because I could afford it and I had the money to go to Finland, or I am in Finland right now. Write that 9 times. If it's a love that you're trying to manifest, then say, like, maybe describe a scene with your partner. Maybe like, oh, we kissed in the rain, or like, he invited me to hang out, like stuff like that. That would really make you feel something. You might feel weird, cringy, like, oh, that's a bit weird, like I'm just like writing stuff down that nobody knows, And well, I guess most people think their mind is kind of a weird place, which definitely it is, obviously. We're weird creatures, but people think their mind is a weird place, and when they fantasize about someone or like about something, they feel bad about it. Sometimes obsessing over something is bad, but actually wanting something is never bad as long as it doesn't hurt the other thing, person, whatever. Now, once you did that and you did experience all the feelings, you did have a vision or something like that, like have a picture, a clear picture of like how you see yourself getting the manifestation, right? Getting what you want. Now, when you invest all that energy into this, you're creating kind of a connection between you and your manifestation. When you keep holding on to this connection, it creates a lack. It doesn't create a lack, it creates a feeling of lack. Some people can just go on and keep thinking about their manifestation and it would happen anyway because they won't stop stressing about it, right? Oh, I had to go, sorry. Oh, as a cancer. No, I felt hot, so like, okay. Okay, I am back. I'm sorry. My grandmom and father called me to drink coffee with them. This is the same coffee I had here before, and I still went to drink coffee with them just because why not? Hold on, let me grab my water. All right, let's go. So, where I stopped was letting go. Now, like I said, when you put yourself in that connection of energy with your manifestation, sorry about the lighting, with your manifestation, right? Like, for instance, you try visualizing or like you invest that energy of writing it down, of, I don't know, whatever you're doing to manifest. Sorry. And basically, you will get too invested in it if you won't pull away the energy. You will get obsessed with it, which will create, again, not always, only sometimes, which will create a feeling of lack. Like, instead of focusing on, I have this, I like having this, you know, this is what I want for myself, this is what I deserve for myself, okay? Instead of looking at it that way, you could just say, why is it not coming? Like, why don't I have it yet? Like, why don't I have it? Like, why is it not here? Why is it not here yet? And to prevent that from happening, you can meditate. It's going to help you. But letting go is the art of all that energy, taking it all back to yourself, bringing it all back in to yourself. Okay, let's say, I don't know why this makes it hard for me to focus. Like, having my jacket on, I guess because of like all the energies of the outside because I didn't just wear the shirt, I wore the jacket outside, so maybe that has something to do with it because I couldn't say anything of my jacket is just like bothering me. So anyway, let's say, okay, you already did visualize, you did put all that energy in that one area. Now you can forget about it. That's why people burn the pages that they write about sometimes so that they don't have it in their mind, because it's gone. They don't think about it because it's gone. It's burned. You know, you don't even forget, like, remember exactly what you wrote there because it doesn't exist anymore, right? Which means your energy is not stuck holding on to that manifestation. It's drawn back to you. You don't focus throughout your day about, what am I going to do with this money? How am I going to receive this money? You're thinking about yourself. As usual, you're just living your life normally, like you wouldn't be manifesting anything. That is the secret. Not getting too invested, because attachment will only sorry about the sirens. Let's smoke a joint. Anyway, okay. I'm sorry about the sirens. I just live in the middle of the city. So, when you have that lack mentality, I don't have this, I need this, the universe is not going to want to give it to you, because if you need this and you like are dependent on it badly, the universe is not going to give it to you. It's going to be like, no, you should learn how to exist by yourself, by your own. You don't need anything else to exist. This thing that you're asking me to give you is to just benefit you more, but it's not to create your happiness. If you're not already happy, you can't just create happiness with a material thing, you know? That's why you have to focus your energy. I'm not gonna say like focus on this. Focus your energy where you want it to be. If you're not focused, you can run all over the place. Your energy can run all over the place. Your thoughts can run all over the place, and that will delay your manifestation. Letting go is simply forgetting about the manifestation. Simply understanding that if it will never happen, you're okay with it. That's the fastest way of it coming to you. I had things manifested in a span of seconds. Seconds! I'm not even exaggerating. I was in the shower, one of the most craziest things ever, okay? Even before that happened, okay? I was sitting for a coffee with my grandmom, and at the time I did not have a job. I was kind of like speculating going back to my old job, which was the best place I've ever worked in. So I was kind of like speculating going back to my old job, and I was sitting with my grandmom, and she was like, yeah, maybe he'll, like, maybe write to him, you know, the boss, and like ask them if they need workers or anything. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And next time I opened my phone, even before I sent him anything, I opened my phone and I see a message from him, which I did speak to him in the beginning of the year. If you need any work or anything, anytime, contact me. After 2 months, out of nowhere, he writes me a message. That same day was the first time after I opened my phone, after that conversation, he says, hi Kesem, which is my name. Hello, I'm Kesem. Hi Kesem, can you come in for an interview like this week or something like that? Or it was like, oh, hey Kesem, can I come back to you like in a few days? Tell him when to come for an interview, like, because we do need workers. I will contact you in a week or like in 2 weeks. Cool. 2 weeks passed. I'm in the shower, okay? I'm not thinking about this even, because what happened was I was willing to find any job just to not be broke, to not have a job, you know. I live alone, I pay rent, I have to take care of myself. I need a job, right? So I went every place possible. This is another step of manifestation. Take action. I had opportunities come to me. I manifested a job, right? In that sense, I didn't like actively said, I'm manifesting this job. I just manifested the job that would suit me. Not a specific one, but I guess that one suited me. So I went. My form of taking action was asking places, you need workers, blah, 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 blah. Try new thing, new places. Going out of the city, I even went to Tel Aviv to see if they need workers, and I don't live in Tel Aviv. Um, and it's a long drive for me and everything, but as a barista, I saw their like more potential and stuff, and I went to try out things, because I knew the universe is listening to my manifestations. And I know that if this place doesn't want me, it's okay, another place will. This place doesn't want me, it's okay, another place will. And that's okay because I guess the universe didn't want me to go there. Like, it wasn't what I manifested. If I manifested the best place for me to go work in, and I went, did my action, right? Like, took action, right? I went and asked all these places if they do need baristas, workers of any kind, whatever. And none of them, I went to interviews, things, people were excited of me as a worker, but nothing happened. There was always like something missing, like for Tel Aviv, for example. Like I said, I don't live in Tel Aviv. I was the perfect person for that job. Two jobs actually, two barista jobs that I was so perfect for both of them, but just something didn't click. The second one was kind of like weird because first one, okay, it was the distance that was a problem. They said we don't know, like if we need like somebody really quick, if we need somebody to help, if there's like traffic jams, shit like that, things we don't wanna get it too complicated, right? But they said everything else, your skills, everything is all we are looking for. The other place, they didn't even say what was wrong. They actually expected me to call them back. They were like, I was like, oh my God, excited that they called me back. And they're like, what did they say? They're like, oh yeah, you're perfect and everything like that. We love your, and vibes, energy. I don't know. It was like, we trust your like experience and everything like that. And give us a call back. They gave the power to me to decide if I want to call them back, and my intuition was just like, no. If it should happen, they will call me back again. I trust the universe. It's like, if they told me that I should decide first, then there is something going on, right? Sorry, I'm going on a rant, but it kind of is connected, so you will understand how manifestation really works, because some people would just say like it would just happen and when you will know it happens, but sometimes it doesn't. I experienced a lot that my manifestations were happening and I wasn't seeing it, or people from the outside will not see it because I specifically am already used to the way it works for me. Every person has it differently, but I know that for me, I have to go through things to get my manifestation, in a sense of like, I will have temptations on the way. Like, I want this job, shit tons of other jobs that are not fitting my standards would start approaching, And let's say, for example, let me finish my story and then we'll talk about that. So none of the jobs worked. I worked in a cafe underneath my house for like one day. I don't know why. It just didn't work. I don't know. They didn't even say why. I don't know. It was so weird. And I was in the shower one day and I was just thinking all of a sudden, what if my like old boss texts me today? The minute I go out of the shower, I open my phone, the boss is like, my ex-boss, which is now my boss again, texts me and he's like, are you free this Thursday for an interview? to get a key, start working Friday. And I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? I was just thinking about it in the shower. Like, I was kind of like thinking of getting a text from him. Like, I was seeing it in my mind, and it just happened, you know? Because I was okay if he wouldn't text me. It was kind of like a silly thought of like, yo, like that could happen, but that could also not happen. And that's okay. And it did happen because I wasn't attached to it. I wasn't seeking him to contact me, him to give me the job. I wasn't seeking it because I knew I could get another job, right? But it's just that I trusted my manifestation to come, the universe to give me whatever I need. And you will have that sense of truth of what you need in yourself. You will have that intuition. Let's say, again, you want to manifest an apartment, a spouse. You have to put yourself out there, take action, right? Talk with landlords, research apartments, stuff like that. Take action. And then do the manifestation thing, whether that will be visualizing exactly what you want, scripting, which means writing down exactly what you want, describing scenes of it happening in the way you imagine it. The manifestation methods that I just shared with you, one of them could be one of the methods. The third one that I didn't really dove into was what I usually do, which is like I picture something in my head. Let's say it's kind of a shallow example, but I will use it. I was dating this guy, not dating, but had a thing with this guy, and I just really wanted, he was like driving the car, and I really wanted him to put his hand on my leg. So it was even before we got in the car. I knew we were going to drive his car, and I knew that I wanted that to happen. So when I was sitting next to him in the driver's seat, so I just imagined in my mind, okay, his hand grabbing my leg next to him on the car, and I just released the image. I felt everything. I felt like it really happened, and I just forgot about it. I was like, if it doesn't happen, it's fine. Or if it does happen, it's cool. I want that to happen. But if it doesn't happen, it's fine. And I completely forgot about it. And next thing you know, I meet him, we get in the car, and he puts his hand on my leg exactly as I imagined it. It was the first time we actually met to hang out, if you know what I mean. It wasn't just like a casual meeting, that's why I'm saying it, that we weren't like a couple before. It wasn't something that I was expecting, that I knew was gonna happen, but it was something that I wanted to happen, and I was willing to manifest in my mind. Because some people would say doing that is not enough to manifest, but that is definitely enough. If you put enough energy in that one little small visualization, that's enough, baby, because that's a sign that you know where you want to be, you know where you want the universe to take you. So the universe is just going to take you there. And especially if you're not attached to that happening, the universe is just definitely going to be like, if you're expecting that, if that's what you want, and well, I don't see a reason not to give it to you, here you go. You know what I mean? So that is manifest. Now, let go was forgetting the manifestation, not getting attached to the manifestation, releasing your energy from the manifestation. Take all that energy from the manifestation and put it back in yourself. Instead of thinking all this time, what does that person want? What of me? What does that person want to hear from me? If you're trying to manifest a significant other, you would tend to get sometimes too invested in what they think, what they want, how they're going to perceive us, how are we perceiving them. you need, which all of that is definitely useful for the manifestation, but while you're doing it. Other times of the day, you don't have to be invested, like investing your energy in this person, rather than, instead of thinking, I wonder what he thinks of me. I wonder what he's wearing today. She's wearing today. I wonder what she's doing today. I wonder how I make her feel. Stuff like that. I don't know. It could be shallow, it could be philosophical. Both of them are just as, like, just as not as useful. Both of them are not very useful if you do it throughout the day. If you do ask yourself those questions, if you do ask yourself those questions while you're manifesting, that's okay. That gives you confirmation. I'm manifesting now. My energy is there now, so I'm gonna tell myself the story that I want to tell myself. How do I make her feel? I make her feel amazing. She makes me feel amazing. Blah 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 blah. But throughout the day, this only takes your focus from yourself and from your life into being too delusional. But like, instead of focusing on your real life and taking that as an option to add to your real life, you're focusing on that instead of actually doing your things that you put yourself to do today and getting to your goals. You would just sit down and wonder, oh, how does she feel? What does she do? Like, how is she right now? What does she think right now? What does she think about me? You know, that would not help you, because that would make you in some way attached to either her attention, the idea of her, them, him, whatever. Whether that would be money, then like, or an apartment, then like, don't be too obsessed throughout the day what you're gonna do with the money or how you're gonna furnish the apartment, because think about it like it's already yours. There's some guilt that comes naturally to us, that if we feel unworthy, like if we think we are unworthy, then we would feel a bit of guilt when we start thinking differently. Like we're lying to ourselves. We're lying to other people. Sorry. Okay, I came back. I'm so excited. I just ran down the hallway. My roommate asked me to give him toilet paper. Now I'm back. So what I was saying is, I really don't remember where I stopped, but I would just say that once you have something, whatever you're trying to manifest, no, that's not what I wanted to say. What I wanted to say is that you need to feel like you have that thing, and then it will come. What does that mean? Like I said, you will feel a bit of guilt thinking, oh, I'm rich, because all this time you were thinking, oh, I don't have money. I will never be loved. I will never have someone to love me. And all of a sudden I need to change it to, I'm loved. I love myself. People love me. You know, you will feel a bit of guilt that would make you, that's your ego basically keeping you safe, being like, don't have those expectations, don't feel that safe. You can feel safe, and it's healthy for it to come trying to interfere, but don't let it ruin your manifestation, or like the way your vibes, okay? Because at the end of the day, you're not just gonna be in high vibrations, be like very believing in yourself, believing in your goals, unless you would actually wire yourself to think that way. Last step is, it's this. Yes, this step is to avoid temptations. Like I said, when I manifest, I get tempted. I don't know why. That is just my kind of like weak point. That when I manifest something, to see if I really want it, or like if I really, yeah, if that's really what I want, the universe is gonna send similar things my way that don't check all the boxes and actually miss really crucial ones, but will make it seem like it's what I want. See if I will get tempted. Let's say I want a relationship. You want a relationship. Let's say um, I'm trying to manifest this relationship, right? And then comes my way so many people who just want me for casual things. But I don't want that. I want a relationship. One of them can be like very attractive, all the things that I'm looking for visually in a person, and that could blind me. And I could go be with that person, give my energy to that person, which is withdrawing the energy from my partner that I'm trying to manifest into this person, which ruins my not ruins my manifestation, yeah, but like either delays it or either like fucks it up in a way, fucks my life up in a way. No, I'm just um how's it called? I'm reflecting. Yeah. um yeah, but with money, for instance, right? Let's say you wanna have a big amount of money. Sorry, a big amount of money, and right before you can have that big amount of money, let's say you need to get a big paycheck. Let's say you need to make you are gonna receive some form of money from someone. I don't know, but some big spending is gonna come your way before. Either it's something you wanted for a long time, but you didn't think you want it now. You don't want it now, but you wanted it for a long time, and now it's coming as a temptation. Let's say you wanna save money, right? And that all of your friends are talking about getting a tattoo or going on a vacation, and you're like, well, I have the money for the vacation and I want to go, but like, is it the right thing? I do want to save money for bigger things. No, is that like the thing that I want? But I can actually afford myself to go on a vacation. That's the temptation, because your goal, your manifestation is to save that money and do many other things with it to keep making more money. With the universe giving you this temptation, being like, you can go overseas, you can go on a vacation, you know, and you being like, no, I don't want it, I want my manifestation. It's just gonna give the universe no choice. Not in the bad way, in the good way. It's like, well, you know what you want, I can't do anything about it, here you go. And if you say thank you, it's just gonna make the universe want to give you everything. The universe is like, well, okay, you know what you want. You're not willing to get something else, that, a temptation that is half-ass what you asked. You want exactly what you asked for, and you're so grateful about it and respectful about it that I would just make your wishes come true every time if you have that attitude. And that's how people become master manifestors, just becoming friends with the universe, just understanding the patterns of the universe. Okay, let me give you the best example. If you're a teenager or something like that, I guess that will be more understandable to you, but I guess it's kind of like the audience that I'm trying to reach. Younger people that are easily influenced, in a sense of like they have an open mind. Because some adults, if you are an adult, I'm an adult too, I'm almost 19, but some adults don't have an open mind, think they know everything, would not actually give the opportunity for someone to teach, someone like me, with my appearance, with my age, whatever, to teach them about that type of thing, about how to live their life, right? Which is a very ego-driven thought. But my audience is people who are open-minded and who want to make the best life for themselves that they can. So being friends with the universe and like asking the universe for things, it's like with a parent. You know that when you ask your parents for something, there's patterns of behavior, right? Whether that would be they will give it to you right away, whether that would be you will have to beg for them. I don't know how many times, but at the end of the day, they will give you what you want. Either that will be that they will never give you what you want and you have to do it yourself. All of these things have something in common with how you treat the universe. How your parents treat you and how you treat your parents is a huge reflection of your relationship of you and the universe, because the universe is our parent, kind of in a certain way. You know, we have Mother Earth, she's our mother, right? The universe, I don't know why, mostly, well, God, I guess, and the universe is described many times as a masculine thing. I guess God more, but the universe is kind of like this the masculine and feminine, the black and the white, the you know. What I'm trying to say is that when you go to your mom, dad, parent, whatever, ask them, yo, can I get a new PlayStation? It will depend on how you did in school, I'm guessing. How much money they have, how much, well, yeah, how much money they have as parents to give you. Um, Actually, yeah, because if you respect that they don't have much to give to you, you would just say, oh, it's okay, I don't want the PlayStation, I'm fine. And they would just want to give you that PlayStation more because you're like, oh my god, he's a kid. We told him we don't have enough money and he understood it completely. Now we feel like we must give him that PlayStation because he's so adorable. Like, who wouldn't? You know what I mean? So that's exactly it. But for example, if you would say, oh, mom, dad, can I have a PlayStation? They would tell you, we don't have enough money for that. And you will say, but I want a PlayStation. Fuck you. They would not want to give you that PlayStation. It's like the universe, right? If the universe is gonna say, you can't have that right now, and you're gonna say, but fuck you, I want that right now, you're not gonna get it. But if you're gonna say, oh, okay, I can wait for the next birthday, I can wait. The universe would want to give it to you. You're like, oh, it's okay. Even if you can't give it to me, it's fine. Because I'm already whole. I'm already filled. I don't need outside things to make me whole. I'm already whole. The thing that I'm asking you is to help me, to help me, I don't know, in some way, emotional way, to progress in some way. I don't know, maybe I just want a fucking PlayStation. And depends on the way you ask it. You come in and you're like, let's say your parents have all the money in the world, right? Which is the universe. It has all the opportunities in the world for you. And you come up to them and you tell them, Mom, Dad, I want a fucking PlayStation. They're not gonna give it to you. I'm not gonna give it to you. Who the fuck would give a kid a PlayStation if they ask for it in that way? No one. And if you do, stop. Because you're enabling the child. But anyway. uh, anyway, if you come up to them and you're like, hi, mom, dad, can I please have a PlayStation? They're gonna be like, yo, we actually want to give you that PlayStation. Now, is it like, do you deserve the PlayStation? Did you go to school? Did you go to the things you had to do? Did you do your homework, your house chores? Did you treat your parents right? Cam? Hi. Weed break. Yeah, so if you treat my roommate just came in a second ago, and point. That's why I stopped. I was this weird cat. I don't know why I'm being awkward all of a sudden in the microphone. Hi. Because I took a smoke break. Not even. I took one puff and I'm back. My roommate just came in. I usually listen to those tarot readings or like on YouTube or like spiritual gurus, you know, like spiritual guru. I call them that because that's what they are for me. I think a guru can be someone who will just be a guide for you, like help, you know, like okay. My mind is jumping because I was a bit unfocused when he came in. He thought I was listening to one of those like coaching things or like um tarot readings, but it was just me speaking and he was like, can I come in? I'm bothering you. And I'm like, and I stopped and he came in and I was like, no, it's okay. And he was like, wait, that was you talking? Are you making your own video? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, he was shocked because it was like funny. I don't know. Anyway, if you treat your parents right, then you treat them right. You say please, thank you. You always do. You're a good kid. Always do what they ask if it's reasonable, of course. And you can say no. You have your limits. You can say no when you don't feel like it in a respecting way. Let's say, Billy, can you go bring me the towel, for instance? Okay, can you go bring me the towel? Yes, mom, I'll go bring you the towel. Okay, if you can't, you can just say, no, mom, I can't right now. I can't bring you the towel right now. But I want to, but I just physically can't. I don't know whether that would be like she needs help with something and she calls you, yo, can you come help me with something? And you're like, well, mom, I wish I could. Sorry, but I can't help you today. This is also important because you don't want to give yourself to them completely, you know, just to have the PlayStation. You want to exist peacefully and be willing to ask the PlayStation and have the PlayStation, you know, because let's say you're not treating your parents right, okay? You are not doing your homeworks, not going to school, not anything. How do you want them to give you the PlayStation? Even if you're nice, you ask nicely, okay, they will be willing to give it to you if you show them you will make good use of it. It's like, okay, you asked very nicely, you're very cute, we would like to give you the PlayStation, but you need to give us proof you're gonna do good things with it and not slack from school and go play PlayStation. You know? Maybe use PlayStation in a good way, you know, to help you study. Like to be in like, yes, I'm gonna study this, and then I can relax with my PlayStation. You know? That will make them more it will make you seem more responsible for your parents for them to want to give you the PlayStation. If you're getting lost in the metaphor, parents are the universe that you ask for something, you know, and the PlayStation is the manifestation that you're asking for. If the manifestation that you're asking, if you're not doing anything for it, right, you're just not doing anything, asking them, even if you ask nicely and you respect them and everything, and you say, oh, can I please have that? And they say, well, yes, you can have that, but you have to prove us that you deserve it first. It's the same thing with the universe. Yes, you can have the manifestation that you want, but you have to work for it first. You have to show the universe that you're willing to do whatever it takes to get that manifestation. Again, going back to like what I almost said as an example, let's say you don't do anything for yourself, you're only doing things for your parents and the PlayStation. You don't do it for yourself. I'm going to school just to get the PlayStation. I'm doing this just to get the PlayStation, just to do it for my parents. I don't want to do it. I don't want to participate. Like, for example, they ask for something really exaggerated. Like, you have to learn piano to get the PlayStation. And you're like, but I don't want to, inside, I don't want to learn piano. But outside, you're thinking, no, well, I guess that's what I have to do to get the PlayStation. But you don't want to learn piano. You've never showed any interest in piano. It's not something that you like. But you're just gonna have to say, well, it doesn't matter what I want. That's what my parents want, universe. I'm just gonna have to sacrifice myself and fucking do the piano lessons for the PlayStation. That's not how it's supposed to be. You will be miserable even when the PlayStation arrives, you know? All of those examples show one common thing. You should work for your own life. All of your manifestations should be for your benefit or other people's benefit. Only benefit. Like, you wouldn't want to manifest something that would harm you, right? You wouldn't want to manifest something that would pull you back, right? So you have to adopt the mindset of not being pulled back, of not, being, of thinking of your benefit. Because if you think about, I want to manifest money, and all I want is the money, and I'm gonna buy so many clothes with the money, and I'm gonna flaunt my money like this, is it good for you? The universe would not want to give you the money. It's like, okay, I'm gonna give you the money, but you're not gonna enjoy it. You're just gonna be the same person, just with more money. And I don't know if I want to create that for you, because I don't see it for your benefit. You see? Your benefit and your life's benefit, people around you, only benefits attract the universe. It's like only good vibrations and good things that you want to create with your powers, with your money, I guess. Only them will succeed the most. And I'm not saying that the bad manifestations won't happen if you let them, but I'm trying to give you a direction for the good manifestations, because I'm guessing that if you are watching this video, you do want to manifest good things. You don't want to manifest a heartbreak for someone else. If you're on my channel, you're probably here for finding a way for making your life a bit easier, a bit better, a bit nicer, a bit more flowing with the universe. So you have to release any of those type of beliefs that are holding you back, that are being heavy on you. Okay, like I said, I'm losing my focus. I'm sorry, I've been recording for like 50 minutes. Thank you for watching this long. I'm not going to edit this because it was just for my fun. But yeah, what I was saying is, let's do the overall summary right now. I'm so sorry for the noises. They just are distracting me as well, and I just don't. So, dial it down to this. You have to take action, manifest in the spiritual way, and then you have to release and let go, and then you have to avoid temptations. Last one is actually receive your manifestation. Actually let it come. Feel open with the universe. Be open to opportunities. If an unknown number calls you and you're looking for a job, answer the number. Like, take the risk. Like, it's good to know how to take risks when you need to. You need to feel the energy of receiving. Be in the energy of receiving. Even now, you don't have to wait until that. That's the only thing that's left after you did all the rest. But being in a receiving energy should be one of the first thing that you're doing. when you start to take action, start feeling like the feeling of receiving. Yes, why not? Why wouldn't the universe give me what I want? Why wouldn't this person give me the job opportunity if they have it, you know? Why wouldn't they give me opportunities and uh, suggestions, advice, whatever you need, right? Be in a receiving energy. And that's it. And then you would know to recognize and actually receive your manifestation. Like what happened with this apartment was that how I released is that I gave up basically. I was like, okay, this is never gonna happen. I just need to move on, look for different apartments. And that's what I did. Day after, the day after, the guy calls me, the landlord, he calls me and he's like, okay, can we meet tomorrow to give you the key and sign the contract? And I was in a receiving energy because like I was like, okay, somebody else has an apartment for me. There's so many apartments available. There must be one that I would like more than this one. There must be another one. And I gave up. And I was like, there is more. There is more. I'm not only focused on this one thing. I'm not attached to it, to this one thing. I know there's many more of it and I have all of it. I just need to go get it. This didn't work. I'll go get a different one. And I didn't even need to go get a different one because the next day he calls me and he's like, okay, come get the key, blah, 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 blah. You have the apartment. So I hope you too can get your dream apartment or your dream boyfriend, money, goal, dream job, manifestation, whatever you want, whatever you need, you will get it. The opposite. Wait, was that like not recording this whole time? I don't know what actually happened when it really stopped, but I'm just gonna continue this and that's it from like where I stopped. So anyway, I do believe you. If you came across my channel, you're special because I know I'm special. And if we're kind of similar, know that you're amazing because I know I'm amazing. And just believe in yourself and in your own powers, and that whatever needs to come for you will come. Trust me. The universe will always be by your side to give you the best. The best, not the good or the best option that you have right now. No, no, no. If you're willing to put the work, the universe will always grant you with the best things it can offer. So believe in yourself, believe you deserve it, and start manifesting and living the best life. Goodbye. Oh, I have a podcast, by the way. Go listen to my podcast. It's on my channel. In Hebrew, though. Goodbye.